Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Anthony here at the Breakout Daily. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, today we're going through a stack of books. I just got back from Cbcs. There are some big keys in here we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to dive into the grades. We're going to dive into the notes. We're diving into all of it. Let's kick this thing off, right, guys? Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you enjoy our videos or you're in the hobby for comic book collecting or anything of the sort. We appreciate everybody that is hitting subscribe. Check us out on IG at breakoutdaily, and of course on the Whatnot app at Breakout Daily, and on Facebook, guys. Let's dive into the stack of books. So I sent over 10 books, and let's see. Let me grab that. Let's see what we got here. We're going to kick it off with a big book. This is New Mutants 98 Newsstand Edition. This came back in 8.0. If you guys remember, I talked about this book before. It had a bit of a dog ear down, or the start of a dog ear down on the bottom, so I wasn't expecting anything. I was praying for an 8.5, and I did not get it. This book came back at an 8.0. Now, some of these books today we're going to be talking about, I feel like they may have been a little stringent on the book grading itself, but nonetheless, it is a New Mutants 98 newsstand. I'm going to hold on to this guy for a while, or at least until we get some Deadpool action. The notes say creases bottom front cover, breaks color, which is correct. I don't know if you, let's see if I can hold this in a way where you guys can see it. The light keeps hitting it. Anyways, it's right there. This is what we talked about before. There we go. And then it says tiny creases, top left corner, back cover, breaks color, which they are right. They're tiny. So much so you have to inspect it to see it. They're talking about that back corner. And then tiny spine stress. I don't see the tiny spine stress that they're talking about, but it's an 8.0. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a higher grade. We did not get it today. Next book on the list, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite series of all time, guys. Sandman #1. This came in at a 9.6. This is a direct edition. Let's pull the grader's notes for this up real quick. I have several copies of this book. This is number 3. I have to go off the serial number. And they're saying tiny spine stress where some breaks color. That's absolutely correct. That's the tough thing about these books. You guys aren't going to be able to see it because you have to look at it almost at an angle. But that's what's up with that, Sandman #1. Next book on the list, or in the stack, is Ultimate Fallout #4, second printing, Sarah Pichelli. Beautiful book, white cover, guys. And we got a 9.6. Let's pull this one up. This is tough. I could probably get this regraded and maybe hit a 9.8. They're saying tiny wear left corners, back cover. Oh my goodness. This is like ridiculous. It is like a speck. It's a speck. Tiny wear bottom right corner, front cover, breaks color. Again, guys, it is a spec. Other than that, that's a beautiful book. I'm going to save the big book, which is Ultimate Fallout 4, for the last one. We'll talk about that guy. Let me put it under there. We got Sandman #4, 1989 direct edition. First appearance of Lucifer Morningstar, Chorazone, Etrigan, and Dr. Dynasty cameo, or Destiny. And this came, let me pull the grader's notes, which is funny. So this came back a 9.4 as well. And so I'm not sure who was grading this, because this book looks as good, if not better, than the 9.6. It has, because of the color and the way that these books were printed from 1989. I don't understand how this is what it is, but they call it a 9.4. I think this is a 9.6. It looks just like the other books. We have another Sandman. It's got the same description, so I'm not going to go back into it. 9.6 Sandman. This is a second copy from CBCS. Same exact thing. Minor spine wear. And in fact, this one looks better, but it's a 9.6, unfortunately. Try to get the glare off of it. Next book on the list is Thor, God of Thunder. And again, these guys are tight on grading. It's crazy. Thor, God of Thunder, issue number 2. First appearance of Gore the God Butcher in a flashback from 2013. Guys, we got a 9.8. 9.8, beautiful book. This next one, let me pull up this is another one where I feel like the grader's notes are needed. Daredevil 9, Marvel Knights, first appearance and origin of Echo, aka Maya Lopez, Black Widow cover and appearance, Kingpin cameo, painted cover, gatefold cover. This thing came back at a 9.2. And they're saying tiny wear bottom spine cover breaks color. It's a spec. It is no different than what we saw in the 9.6s. Tiny wear bottom right corner. Tiny wear bottom right corner front cover that breaks color. And it's just on the trifold. I don't know. I kind of disagree. I feel like they're being super nitpicky, guys. I don't know. Next book is Thor Issue 1 from the 2014 run. Beautiful cover. Jane Foster on the cover. This is the second appearance of Thor, Goddess of Thunder and cameo. Malekith appearance in full cover gallery. 9.8, guys. And it is and was a beautiful book. I think I'm missing a book here. Then we have the Venom number 6. This is the 1 in 1,000 One Not exclusive. Super badass cover. This is another one. Let's see. This is a 9.6. Eddie Brock returns as Venom. I feel like CBCS is better about the notes. Maybe that's just me, but I feel that way. Am I missing a book here? Let me open this up. It says tiny wear top and bottom spine breaks color. It is like specs. It is like specs, guys. It's crazy. Anyways, there's that one. And for the big book, let me go through this list real quick, and then we'll see what we have. If I missed anything, we talked about Venom 6, Ultimate Fallout 4. I've got one more Ultimate Fallout 4 to show you guys the original. Thor, God of Thunder 2. We talked about Thor 1, Sandman 4, Sandman 1, Sandman 1, New Mutants. That's all of them. So the last book, guys, one of the biggest books that I was fortunate enough to purchase, one that I hope stays in my PC for a long time, but maybe not. This is Ultimate Fallout 4, Issue 1. I was expecting a higher grade. I'm going to pull up the grader's notes. And yeah, one note on this book, just one note. So I may send this in for a CGC regrade. So beautiful cover, one note. It comes in at a 9.2. There is a color breaking crease. There is, or a color breaking line, not necessarily a crease on the back. You guys probably can't see it. It's like a hairline, little crease that runs just like that. 9.2, first appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man, and it notes removed from polybag, which you have to do regardless. Guys, 9.2. I feel like this should have warranted at minimum a 9.4, possibly a 9.6. May get this guy regraded. This is the original. This is not a reprint. Beautiful book, guys. So this is what I picked up from CBCS. I did this for multiple reasons. I have 20 books at CGCS or CGC. I'm working through that. I'm going to start getting more and more books graded. But at this time, I felt like this was the best avenue. I ended up saving some money with the Comic Tom 101 golden ticket. I saved $32 because I used 2 of them. If you guys are using those tickets, it's only $16 off. That's what it is. Anyways, these are some books that were sitting around that I felt like I had to get slabbed. And the turnaround on this was absolutely incredible. I sent these off from Alaska to Texas. They graded them, had them back to me in a little over a week, which is staggering time, guys. And yeah, for the most part, I'm okay with some of the grading. I'm a little lost with Sandman 4, Ultimate Fallout 4. I feel like those books are on par for higher grades flat out. This has one color breaking line on it. Other than that, it is absolutely mint. And then even the New Mutants 98 is debatable. So I don't know. What do you guys think? This is CBCS. I wish they would update their labels. I like how fast they turned it around. The price was way better to get it done in a week from CBCS as opposed to CGC. It's less than half to do it through them. As far as grading goes, they are very tight on grading, at least the books we have here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, drop a comment down below. What do you guys think about the grading? Am I off point? You guys got to see the notes or hear the notes, and you got to see the books. What are your thoughts overall? I'm always interested to hear those. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, I've got a ton. You guys are awesome, and you keep feeding me fuel. So I will be putting those together. I do have a new video coming out this Wednesday as well. Make sure, guys, follow and subscribe here on YouTube. Check us out on IG at breakoutdaily. And don't forget to check us out on Whatnot at Breakout Daily. We've got a ton of cool books that we bring to the shows there as well. And that's what we got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a CBCS box break, 10 books. They turned them around in a little over a week. And yeah, I'm for the most part, I'm pretty happy. Again, I'm on the fence because like Ultimate Fallout 4 is not a cheap book. Should I send it in for regrading via CGC? I don't know. Drop a comment. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, check out our other sites, and we'll catch up with you in the next video.